Hi, this is Ms. Cortez, and I am a faculty librarian at Palm Beach State College Belle Glade campus, and I'm going to go over some helpful resources for students studying music appreciation. So we've created this website here specifically for those students as well as this video, and the first step is how to get to this website. And the address is up here, and it is simply palmbeachstate.libguides.com/mul1010. And that should bring you to this home page, which has general information about the library, such as logging in. Logging in to the library is necessary because it gives you full access to all of the resources. The easiest way to log in is through PantherWeb, which you can do by logging into PantherWeb and then finding this yellow icon with a book. And once you click on that yellow icon, then you're logged into the library. There's this video that you can watch down here, which will show you exactly how to log in. There are a couple other ways to log in as well. A second way is with your borrow ID and PIN, and your borrow ID is found on the back of your Panther card here, and it starts with the numbers 24901. And then your PIN is a 4-digit code that is your month and year of birth. The last way to log in is through social media. You can follow the steps on this screen, and you can log in through Facebook or Yahoo. And if you are on social media, we are as well here in the library, and you can follow us by clicking on one of these icons. So we're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And this box to the right, this is a photo of me. My name again is Ms. Cortez. And should you ever come across any questions as you're doing your research, feel free to email me by clicking on this icon here, or you can call me directly, and this is my direct line. So this website was divided into several different areas. The first area we're going to look at are physical resources, and these are tangible items that you can physically come and check out from the library. So you can see on the bottom here, I've just highlighted a few books that are relevant to music appreciation here. And then on the right, there are several DVDs that are highlighted here. In order to actually search the library to see what is available, you can search in the catalog by clicking on this link. And this will bring you to the library catalog. And I'm going to start in this box here with a simple search of rap music. And the reason that I put rap music in quotation marks is because I want to search for that as a phrase. Putting 2 or more words in quotation marks will search for those words right next to each other. If I were to not have those quotation marks, then it would search for the word rap and the word music in the same document, but not necessarily next to each other. So you can see our search of rap music came up with over 6,000 items that Palm Beach State College has available in its library. The first thing I want to point out is that it's not just searching for books. Our first result here is a book, and we know that because it has this little icon of a book and it says books. However, it's also searching a lot of electronic information, things like full-text articles from publications, ebooks, there's some streaming video in here as well. So one way you can narrow down your results is you can narrow it down by campus, for example. So if I'm going to just narrow it down to Belle Glade, I can click on Belle Glade from this drop menu, and that narrowed it down a little bit. But let's say that I'm actually going to be at campus and I want to know what I can stop by and pick up at the library to check out. So you can click on this available for checkout to just focus on those physical items. So we can see here that narrowed it down to 18 items. Those again are the things that are actually available for checkouts. So the first item here is a DVD, and we know that because it says here DVD. The second one again is a book. So that's searching for physical items in the library. You could also narrow it down further by format. If you want to narrow it down to DVDs, for example, you can click here. You can also narrow it down by subject. A subject is a little bit different from a keyword. The search we had here was for the keywords rap music together as a phrase. But you could also narrow it down by a particular subject. So for example, this is saying that 12 items are actually about rap music. And there are 4 items that are actually about the social aspects. You can also narrow it down by publication year. So if you want to focus on the more recent information, you can click here. You can also narrow it down by a particular author. So if you're studying the lyrics of 50 Cent, for example, you can click here. And you can also narrow it down by genre. So if you want to focus on biographies or documentaries, you can click on any of those. So let's go back to our original website, and that's the physical items in the library. And physical items, again, are books, DVDs. We have some audiobooks as well. And then the next section is for electronic resources. Electronic resources are electronic items that are available to us through what are called databases. A database is a subscription-based service that gives users access to content that includes things like the full text of periodicals, the full text of ebooks, and it also has some streaming videos in there, as well as some interactive educational content. Palm Beach State College libraries actually subscribe to over 100 databases, and what I've done is I've just pulled out some databases that are relevant to students studying music appreciation. So if we look here, the first database that I pulled out is called Biography and Context by Gale. And this is a database where you can search for specific people. So if you're doing your research on a specific musician, then you can use this database to look up information about that person. So this box here on the left is general information about what is included in this database. To access the database, you would simply click here where it says Biography and Context. And then on the right, we have a video tutorial that will show you step by step how to use this database that you can watch. The next database is called EBSCO eBooks, and this gives you access to a collection of ebooks. Again, on the left here is a brief description of what's included in this database. To access the database, again, you would click on the link here. And then on the right, we have another video that shows you how to use EBSCO eBooks. The next one is called Fine Arts and Music Collection, and this one focuses on the full text of publications specific to music, drama, and film. And this again on the left gives you a description of what's in there. There's a link here to access this database. And on the right is just a screenshot because as of now we don't have a video of how to use this database. So I'm going to click here to actually access this database. And this is the Fine Arts and Music Collection. So I already logged in to the library, so that's why it went automatically to this database. If you were not logged in, it would prompt you for that borrow ID and PIN. And again, the borrow ID is on the back of your Panther web card, the one that starts with 24901, and the PIN is the month and year of your birth in 4 digits. But I'm already logged in, and it took us directly here. So I want to first show you what's called a topic finder, and this is really helpful if you're not sure what exactly you want to research, and this will help you narrow down a topic. So I'm just going to start with a very broad search of music. And what it's going to do, it's going to take that search of music and it's going to help you narrow it down to different topic areas such as sound recordings, pop music, country music, and then it narrows it down further such as Nashville or rock. So I'm just going to click on one of these. We'll go to pop music and go to rock music. When you click on rock music, it comes up with some search results here that you can look through. So this is a very useful tool that you can use if you're not sure what exactly it is that you want to search for. If we go back here to the home page of the Fine Arts and Music Collection, we're going to do a search here in the search box, and we're going to search again for rap music. So again, I put those in quotation marks because I want to search for those 2 words right next to each other. And we can see that it comes up with magazine articles as well as academic journals, news, and images as well. If we wanted to narrow it down by format, we could click on any of these. Another way to narrow down our results is we can search within these results. So we just search for rap music, so all of these items are related to rap music. But if we wanted to, for example, focus on lyrics, we can do a search for lyrics in this box here, and it will search for only those items that we just searched for. So now we have a search for rap music and lyrics, and that brings it down to a lot less items. If we wanted to further narrow it down, we can narrow it down by publication date. So if we want just the past year, we can click here where it says past year. That narrowed it down as well. And as we go through these results, you can see that these are full text articles here from magazines and newspapers. So let's say that we want to read the one called Best Rap Song. You would simply click on the title here, and it brings up the full text of the article. So if you scroll down, this is the full text of the article. And there are some tools here on the left, the right. The first is our citation tools. And this will help you if you are going to cite your paper, all of your sources. They have the citation tools that you can just copy and paste from MLA as well as APA formats. However, I do recommend that you always double check these because I've found several errors in these generators. So you can copy and paste it, but then you would need to double check it in a more authoritative source, such as a book on MLA, or I'll show you an infographic in a little bit. You can also email yourself this article if you want to read it later. You can print it out by clicking here. They do have a way to listen to this article. If there's anybody with any hearing impairments, you can click on here and then there will be a voice that will read it out loud. So that's searching fine arts and music. We're going to go back to that web page and look at the last one. The last database that I pulled out here is called Naxos Music Library, and this gives access to streaming music in several different genres. And again, this box has a description of what is included in that database. The link is here. And then on the right is a video that will show you how to use that database. So the last part of this website is citation help, and this was created to help you as you're writing your papers and putting together your citations. So we have MLA as well as Chicago citations. On the left, we're focusing on MLA. So we first have a list of books that are available in the library that you can refer to for citing your work in MLA format. The second page has websites. The first website is actually another guide created by another librarian here at Palm Beach State College. And it's a guide similar to this one, but it's a guide that was created specifically for MLA format. So if you go to this guide, you'll see that there's a lot of information. It includes books here. You can look at this video about why it's important to cite your sources. There's general information, the basics, information about the medium and tools that you can use, etc. So if we go back here, a second website is from the Modern Language Association, and they have some information on how to cite in MLA style as well. And then the last one is this infographic, and this was created to help students, and it basically takes the MLA format and condenses it down to this infographic. At the top, we have how to do the in-text citations. So while you're writing your paper in the text, this is how to do your citations. And then at the end of your paper, you'll have a works cited page. And this goes through the most commonly used sources, and it gives you, for example, this is books. It gives you the format here of how to cite that information from a book. And then it gives you an example of a book that is cited in MLA format. And it does the same for websites, articles from journals, as well as articles from newspapers and magazines. And then there's a second page of frequently asked questions that you can look through. And it's things like, what if there is more than one author, or what if there is no author? So that's another resource as well for the MLA. And then for the Chicago, we have a list of books as well that are available in the library. And then we have these websites. So the first one is the Chicago Manual of Style Online that you can click on for more information for citing your paper in Chicago style. And also the Library of Congress, they have a guide to citing primary sources in Chicago style here. So that's the end of the website. I hope that this is helpful for you as you work on your projects. And again, feel free to contact me directly should you have any questions come up. And good luck in your research.